STN has been around for around 11 years now, starting out in 2004 with a very small operation on the top of a building in Ljubljana and handling maybe 6 channels. Since 2007, we've now handling up to 650 TV channels worldwide. STN manages a number of DTH muxes around the world. We can bring your channels to the Middle East, we can bring the channels to Europe, and we can bring the channels to the whole of Africa, which is an incredibly interesting and fast-paced growing market, and of course to the whole of North America. Now, DTH muxes are seen by millions of people every day. We want to use the very best equipment, the very best software, the very best techniques in the market. And we feel that the Elemental product provides us with all of that in spades. If there's any industry that is going through a dynamic time, it's ours. The workflows have entirely changed from linear programming to ingest and play out. There's more that the broadcasters need to do. There's lots of transcoding to do. We have to develop our output in various profiles. Customers require this because we're moving inexorably to an OTT delivery market.
Everything is moving from the SDI signal to the IP, and this Elemental system is really open, and we are actually implementing it also into our existing muxes. We are able to provide OTT service for multi-screen OTT delivery.
We deal with some of the major names in the industry, but we also deal with some of the smaller names and the up-and-coming channels. We have a real understanding of what the customer is trying to do and where the customer needs to be, and maximizing the audience for that customer's content.
When we met first time with the Elemental device, we were requested from one of our clients to start one channel in HEVC to their DTH platform. There was even not consumer set-top boxes or professional IRDs on the market to decode this stream. So here was the challenge, how to decode this stream. We combined a few elements in the signal chain. We were able to decode this stream with a software solution.
Elemental is a company that have really thought about what the needs of the likes of teleports and broadcasters are really about. What Elemental did was have a secondary offering of software as a service, which meant I could buy a certain amount of hardware which I would need for my day-to-day uses. But when I get an exigency or a time that is really very busy, I can actually buy into software transcoding online, use it for my really very busy period, and then after that go back to just my basic hardware, which meant my racks weren't overfilled, I didn't have to power up things for long term, and I thought that was a really smart way to do things.
We have 2 strong and knowledgeable technical teams working together. STN and Elemental have a strong support, and from the order to installing our first system, it was really fast and efficient.
For the future viewer who is no longer even just online, but now they're on the move and they want their delivery to the iPad, to the telephone, to the smartphone anyway, any other devices that we'll see in the next 10 to 20 years, who knows what the future holds. And so there's plenty of growth for the future for STN. We feel that Elemental is fundamental to our growth in the future.